Okay, we're here with Rogers and his client JS. JS, how long have you been training with Rogers?
I've been training with Rogers for about 9 months.
And what has been your success goal so far?
So far I've lost about 55 pounds. I'm not really sure how much muscle I've gained, but I know that I've made strength gains because of the amount that I'm able to lift. The most I've ever recorded was in high school, being able to lift, and I've actually surpassed that at this point.
JS, what do you think that Rogers does differently than other trainers, and how have you seen that as a benefit for you?
Well, I'm working with a long-term injury. I have a spine injury, and one of the things that I've noticed is just the kind of the personal touch I've had from him. He extends our workout periods to take care of my needs, my special needs that I have with my injury. He's always there to support me when I need it, to make sure that I'm not injured further.
Rogers, tell me a little bit about the success that you've had with JS and how he was when he arrived training with you, and where he is now and where you're looking to get him.
Well, his goal was long term. We discussed that right away. He was in no hurry because of his injury. He wanted to take the time to just basically, as he went along, he wanted to heal. That was more important to him, to heal first. But as we went along, also to build muscle in the place of the injury. Basically, it was a methodical approach, just very slow and methodical, progressive approach to get him going. When I met him, he was, obviously he was 55 pounds heavier. 55 pounds heavier. And so what I did was went about a methodical approach to just take the weight off slowly. And so what I had him do was basically, we went with a very light program, very lightweight, a lot of stretches, things like that. The most important thing, I have to state that, was the form. He'll tell you I'm a stickler about form. And once again, that's to prevent reoccurrences of an injury, or prevent injury for that matter. So we went about the lightweight first, just to build muscle, take the fat off slow, and replace it with muscle. Our main focus, obviously, was the injury and putting muscle around the injury to secure that. For a lot of people, when they train, they have an injury, there's a fear, of a reoccurrence of that injury. And so for that reason, it tends to, actually disrupt their training. And what I wanted to instill in him was that, I was going to make sure that that's not going to happen. We're going to take care of you. We're going to get this done. Just be patient. And he's been very patient with me, and I've been patient with him. We work together really well. And so his goal was, within a year, to get to a certain weight. He has a weight plan that he wants to get down to, but also to build muscle. So now we're actually 55 pounds lighter. We're going back the opposite direction, which is to build more muscle. So we have some specific areas that we're working in on him right now. And the chest area, he'll admit to this, chest, he has a different frame, his anatomy, the way it's built. So we're working on some areas to shape him more, give him a fuller chest, upper chest, things like that. Working on, he wants fuller arms. These are things now that we are at. These are things we're basically working on now, because we've pretty much attained his goal, which is to get down. We're still getting down. He's still losing weight as we speak. But at the same time, we're replacing it now, so the weight, it fluctuates. Obviously, he's building muscle now. So we're not concerned with the weight necessarily anymore. We're just now burning fat and continuing to build muscle. And the injury has he's way better. The injury is pretty much non-existent now. Things that Jeff wasn't able to do when he first came here, he can do now. There were exercises that he could not do. He's able to do now. And I must admit, he's gotten pretty strong. So that's the goal.
JS, if you could talk about the benefit of training with Rogers in one sentence, how would you do that?
I would start by saying that Rogers has really drilled into my head the proper form for lifting and gaining strength, and along with the technique of doing it efficiently.